All right. So it looks like we are going live. It's hard to say. At this point, I'm going to also go live up here. So you got to give me a minute. All right. So welcome to the show. Now, I am currently at home. At this point, I am not allowed to go out because I have strep throat and I am contagious. If I have to go out, I have to go out with heavy mask on, and I've got to wait until I've got, several dosings of this medication. So at this point, I'm kind of stuck inside, and so I'm kind of doing something I don't normally do. I'm kind of like going out and trying to do like another build and recording it as well. I'm supposed to be like streaming right now on my Restream platform, but I can't tell. It's acting up, and it's like one of those. It's like, well, why am I paying monthly for you if you're gonna keep acting up? That's one thing I've noticed about Restream, and I like it, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, come on. Right now it's saying that everything is offline. I don't know why. It shouldn't be. Everything should be up and running. But I guess that's the way that some of these things run, and that's the way that some of them do their things, and that's a problem with me. That is an absolute problem with me. I'm actually going right now. I'm looking to see. It's got it as Lumibricks Old West Traveling Circus Part 3. I can't tell if that's something that was old or what. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many issues. Like everything's saying Twitch is saying it's offline, but everything was up and going. So I don't know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop. Well, either way, I'm going live here. This one says I'm going live. So I'm here, and actually, I've been kind of stuck in the house. I cannot go anywhere. I'm not supposed to be going out. At one point, I want to go out later on today after I've had an extra dose of my medication, but I also have to mask up, do everything else. But I'm not supposed to be out doing anything. But there's like, I kind of wanted to hit up my local brick shop some point, sell some stuff like this afternoon after I've gotten my last dose or my second. I guess it would be my third dose at this point. But I want to go and sell some pieces so I can make some money to buy some things that I would like to get. And then hit up Five Below because apparently they got some Halloween stuff right now that's like Halloween building block sets, things like that. And granted, I might not, I mean, I'll probably keep them, but I might actually find a way to like change those into like trees, something like that, in order to put out and kind of build like some creepy trees because I did get the Lumibricks. It's the Midnight Haunted Mansion. That thing is cool. It's very cool. I'm not allowed to open it yet though. I was told that I can't do it. Now, at this point, if you're reviewing the recording on YouTube, chances are it'll be way past that. But my birthday is towards the end of October, kind of a week before Halloween. And so for me, I was told I cannot open it until my birthday. I tried. I wanted to open up, like cut open the bottom, flip it up, take a look at the booklet. Because usually I get a set. First thing I do is I take it, open it up, check out the booklet, look at the parts, just become enamored with everything in there because I dig the Funhole Limerick sets quite a bit. They're surprisingly they're some of my favorite builds so far and fairly affordable. They haven't been too crazy, too over the moon with cost. And we get some rather cool builds out of it. So like one right here, this was a truck from the Sunset Stopover, and of course it has lights and everything. Let's see if I can kick those lights on. And I built this live, so I talked about this one. Cool set. Didn't care much for how the window and the doors work on it, but it's still, uh-oh, I gotta push that back on. But still, overall, it's a nice build. It's a cool piece. The vehicles tend to fall a little bit on the small side, but I'm okay with that because it fits to the road really well. And then this was from the Deer Crossing. And this one I absolutely love. I guess you could try to fit a second minifig in there. It's gonna be a tight space, but this is a cool classic car. So things coming up. I did order. It was it was one of those $3-4 Temu specials. That's a what is it? It's a classic car. I think it's like an old Ford Falcon, but it's got like the wings on it and everything. It's a building block set. I'm hoping it's probably no bigger than this because I'd like to kind of keep the cars classic. So my goal eventually is to have kind of tables that have Lego City type building pieces on it that I can bring together, merge together. It's got roads and everything else. It's a good display. And I can run all my Lumibricks stuff on like a USB and then have that all fixed up so that way you can see it. It's going to be a while because as of right now, this room is a mess. It's going to be one of those I'm going to have to do it like on holiday when I'm not doing anything and when I'm feeling better and not having to check my temperature, things like that. So, with that being said, today I figured we'd look at the carpentry van. Now, this carpentry van, this was one of those that I was talking to Bearded Blue Collar Bricks about, and he was saying that, I think I was doing the hen house. I can't remember. He was building it was the chili dog stand. And we were talking about Lumibricks, and he was talking about how, he started off as a carpenter when he was out in California. And so this set for him was a big ordeal. And I kind of like it. I started off as a carpenter for scene shop stuff when I was in college. And I used to do stuff for scene shop, things like that. So I'm kind of looking forward to this build. I'm looking forward to see what we get out of it. Now, of course, Lumibricks style, we've got our cards, we got everything all boxed in together. This set, I believe, is retiring. So, if you want to get it on my YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook channel, in the chat, I've actually got my affiliate link there. You can actually pick it up there. You can find them on sale. So far from what I've seen and read through on the book, this is going to be a solid build. It's going to be a really good one. Lots of detail, lots of cool stuff. And it'll be kind of in the same size vein as our other vehicles, but scaled appropriately for what we're getting. If you're on TikTok and you're wondering, how can I get this? You can actually go to my profile link. I have a link tree there, and my Lumibricks link is in my link tree. So I try to make it nice, clean, simple, so that way you can find what you need. And, here's the thing. If you don't buy anything from me, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But if you go and you look, click on it, the little clicks help. And actually, I was going to say on the live stream, if you want to click, give me the hearts, that sort of stuff, that stuff helps too. Kind of helps promote this stuff and keeps me up and running. Especially right now, since I feel like I'm drowning in sickness right now. So it helps me out. Makes me feel better, All right, so we got replacement parts application process. It does work. If you need a part replaced, Lucas is your man. He will get it for you. As a matter of fact, they make sure that they get it covered. Mine was covered, and then they sent a replacement for that too. So, good company. They want to make sure that you are happy. So, if you are looking at this company and you're like, I don't know, you're kind of on the fence, I'd say go ahead and go for it. Here's the thing. I would not, and again, I say this, I feel like every single time, but I would not support this particular building blocks company if I did not believe in them. So, that being said, we've got all of our bags here. We're going to take them all out. We got a number 2 here. We got these, and looks like some rubber bands. Okay. Box is pretty cool. So, we've got this cool thing on the front. Now, it's Farm Life, but I actually was going to have this parked outside of the Midnight Haunted Mansion, because he's going to be out there supposedly trying to repair and do work on this thing. And I'm going to have it kind of close to my farm life stuff. So I'll probably have the cheese house off over there. And it'll be more of like a country block set. So I'll find a way to get it. Also found it was like a jack-o'-lantern set that was lit on Amazon. I might be getting that so that way I can put some pumpkins leading up to it and like a scary tree, something like that. All right, but we've got this. We've got cool picture on the outside. He's got a, of course, what is that? Circular saw, angle saw, a planer, him there. And he might actually come with, oh no, he just comes with his goggles, so safety goggles. On the back, we get this where he's got the toolbox rolled out. He's got everything opened up. This is going to be a fun set. All right. Go ahead and open our book over here. Got some cool pictures over here of the setup. This company was founded back in 2014, believe it or not. It's kind of cool. All right, so we're going to be on bag F. So we've got one thing of F here. We can actually put that over with that. And let's find F over here. So we've got 1, 2 tools. Goes over there. 1, 4, a 3, another 3. And what's this one? 4. Okay, so 4 4s and 3s and 3s. 2 is over there. Go ahead and pull this. We'll put 1 there. And let's start with our F bag. F for fun. I guess back then it would have been F for fun hole. WHOLE. Though I can understand why they changed it. I really can. I love it because the idea, like, you know, my simpleton, clean-headed mind is like, hey, it's wholesome fun, right? But let's see. Oh, 3 gifters sent the Let 'em Cook 'em live. Oh, nice. Here, I put a flash goal up there. So if you're there, do it. AZ, what's up, Ecto? All right, so let's go ahead and put our little guide together here. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize. If I start sweating bullets again, I'm sick. I'm trying to get better. I really am wanting to not overdo it today. Yesterday was fun with the Technic bike, though technically that thing almost drove me mad. And then doing the Animal Crossing right afterwards. Carly, I hope you're happy with that one if you're watching. But I gotta tell you, that took a toll on me. I got done, I was like, hey, yo. I gotta slow down a little bit. Okay, this time, oh, we're getting white gloves. So, pop these in. Now, you can move these hands from one side or the other. I personally, I like to have the hands where they kind of go on a straightaway. But I do see people that turn them the opposite way, so it feels more like a like they turn upwards. But I like putting them this way. So we got our cool little carpenter guy here. I'll hold him up there for you to see. Yeah, pretty nice. I dig them. I've worn carpenter pants like that before, like the bib overalls. And if you hung around me long enough, you've heard me tell stories about them bib overalls with some people that were coming to get some McNuggets. Not good. Not good stuff. Not at all. All right. At this point, we need 1 and 2 and 1. So bag 1, bag 1. We're going to go ahead and open these up, and then we'll get these opened up as well. Before we get started on bag 1, I do want to check my LEDs. Make sure they are working. And I believe we got a cab light. And then I believe we also have, should be a cab light and a headlights and taillights. So let's see what all we got. Just making sure I'm not missing any any notes up here. Anybody saying something? So we got that. Let's see, what do we have here? Looks like, yeah, another set right there. Okay, so we got these little USB connectors here. These, I save. Now, when I do USB sort of stuff, I'm definitely going to hold on to it. But till then, I don't actually need them right now because I'm not in the spot of doing my USBs. Oh no. Well, wouldn't you know, you buy a whole thing of Amazon batteries and your whole thing of Amazon batteries is missing. There are times I do feel like I got family members that are coming and getting some batteries from me when I least expect it. That's okay, you know what? We'll have to pull the batteries out of something else. We can do it. Okay, so this Saturday, though, however, we're going to be doing the cowboy camp, so I definitely want you to stick around for that. Saturday, and I think this Saturday we're going to be starting a little bit earlier than usual. So, with that being said, Saturday, I figure we'll do for Saturday, we'll do 11, because I think we got some stuff going on later on that day, so I need to make sure I get off at a decent time. So I'll probably do like 11 to like 3 or something, tops. So if you normally come to my Saturday shows, Saturday we're going to be a little bit earlier in the day. We'll start at 11. I'll make sure I get everything kind of set the night before, so that way, come Saturday at 11, we'll start the live stream, we'll move on, and we'll have some fun. Now, coming over here, we're going to go ahead and open this up. Now, this set, of course, every Lumibricks set that you get that has this battery pack is going to come with a screwdriver. We used to get it to where certain sets you'd get like the brick puller, things like that, and some sets do, some don't. And that's why I do all this heavy-handed dirty work for you. Put these sets together so that way, when you want to see it and build it, you can see what kind of complications I might run into. Okay, yeah, there I go. Starting to sweat. I'm guessing that medication's kicking in. Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and unwrap these. I like to pull the wires, make sure everything is doing what it's supposed to do, and then, so that's going to be, I believe, the cab and the light inside. Might be like the light in the cab and then the light in the front. Now, I don't believe that we have backlights on this, which is kind of strange. I figured we'd have backlights, but it doesn't look like we do. Okay, so we'll plug that in here if I can. Yep. Okay, so those are up and working, and then let's try these right here. Let's see if I can get these lined up correctly. Yep, and then those are working as well. So they're all white lights this time. Nothing too crazy. All white lights. We'll set them over there along with our battery pack, and we'll start looking at one. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, it still says on my other streaming, it still says it's offline. But you know what? Oh, let's go. Hey. How's that you? Are you actually on? Let's see, I'm looking. Yep, on a Wednesday morning. So I am live. Surprisingly, I am live. Yeah, I'm trying something. So right now, I'm at home because I'm sick. And so I'm not allowed in the school because I have strep throat. So you all are going to have to be careful because I don't want to get your computers infected. I don't want to give them computer viruses. Maybe I should have worn my mask. No, that's silly. Okay. I was going to say, it doesn't work that way. So anyone who doesn't know, if you're like, wait, should he have? No, it doesn't work that way. The internet does not work that way. Okay, guys? All right, here we go. So a 2x16. Let's see. 4, 4, 4, and 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Got a 1x12. So 3, 3, 3, and 3. That's a 1x12. 2 1x6s. And 3 1x4s. Count them out, kiddos. 1x4s. All right, so we want to do this. So this is going to go 1, 2, 3 back. This goes right underneath it. So I believe this is all building the undercarriage of our cool carpentry van. That goes here. This one's going to go right here. And it looks like I'm missing one. Oh, I am. See, look, right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 down. Goes right in the center, and then this is supposed to line up and go right here. All right. So, pretty simple start so far. Nothing too crazy. All right, we need a 1x12. So again, 3, 3, 3, and 3, 1x12. And then 4 of these 1x1s. You know, I just call them 1x1 flats. I know some people are like, well, they're 1x1 studs. And I'm like, hey, no. I'm a 1x1 square stud. Enough. You know what? I'm going to blame the fact that I'm sick. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to be like, hey, I can't help it. I'm sick. I'm sweating bullets over here. That's what's going on. That's why I'm so crazy. But the thing is that I've been at this for a while. I've been crazy for a while. Can't help it. It runs in the family. Everyone else in my house, we all ended up in Bellevue. Enough. All right. So we do need a 1x4. We've got these 1, 2. These are I call them like the little peggable kick plates. 2. We used them actually for the bicycle pedals last time. On the Technic, our Chinese branded Technic bike, which I'm trying to decide on if I'm really going to be keeping that thing around or if I really want to display it. So originally it's like, hey, I'm going to take that thing and put on the wall, get several of these Technic bikes, put them on the wall and see if my wife even notices. But after putting it together and the downfall of trying to figure out where parts go, I was like, I might not be keeping that thing around. That was a pain. I mean, I liked it. It's entertaining. But it was a pain to put together. It was not the best thing in the world. Let's see what this is. All right. I gotta let them cook or let them cook to this live thing going on. Not quite sure how all that works, but you know, cheap viewers on Streamboo, you know what? They get me every single time. How about this instead? Hey, if you want to get any of these Lumibricks sets for YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, the link is in my my chat box. For anyone on TikTok that wants to get these, you can actually go to my bio after we're done. Of course, after we're done. Go to my bio. In my bio, I have my link to my Linktree. Linktree has my link to my Lumibricks affiliate. If you buy something, amazing. That's what I would want. That's what I strive for. If you don't, that's okay. That's okay. Because anything and everything will help. Like even just clicking on it, that would help out quite a bit. All right, so let's see. And the more clicks you get, the better I feel. I don't know how much of it's going to help me monetarily, but I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get at this point. Take whatever I can get. So we got 3 of these. They're like the 1x1s with the 1x2 plates. It's at a 90. We've got a, looks like a 1x1 with a 90 here. A 2x2 round flat. One of these 1x2s and one 1x1 square stud. Okay. And then we're going to be building this out. So this is, I think, all the skirting for the vehicle. This is going to take care of probably all the side panels and where the seats go, things like that as we build up. Like I said, again, my goal for this is to eventually have it to where I could take this, park it outside of my Midnight Haunted Mansion, which, you know, just came out. It just came out. I got one. I got on Amazon for cheap. Lumibricks, I don't know if Amazon still has it. Lumibricks, I think right now it's showing that it's out of stock. I can't remember if they got it back in stock or not. If you buy it on the Lumibricks site, they do have rewards programs, which are pretty cool. I've used, let's see, I got a $10 off coupon from reviewing, signing up for things, doing stuff like that. And I used it to, I didn't use it on this. This was on sale, and I got it because it was retiring. Oh, I used it on the Cowboy Camp. Got the Cowboy Camp. Essentially, it was normally $35. I had a $20 off coupon, so I got the Cowboy Camp for $15. 15 bones there, man. And it's a cool build. I can't wait. That one's going to be my Saturday build. I am looking forward to that. And again, for Saturday, I will be starting earlier. So 11 o'clock instead of 12. I hope you didn't have breakfast plans or brunch plans. Because I'm going to tell you, you got to give them up now. Not playing. You don't have to give them up. Not at all. I'm checking something here. It doesn't look like... Oh, I see what I did. I have to build all of this first. So this is going to be a low-rise deck here. And this is going to fit to there. Okay, so that makes sense. That makes sense. Not too bad. Not too shabby for our start, right? Just, if you need a switch mod to handle that stuff, happy to stand by. Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you mean for like the, are you talking about like the people who are putting the stream boost stuff on? I usually ignore them. Sometimes on TikTok, sometimes I get flagged messages on there, and I'm like, okay, hey, you know, and I'll tell people, I'm like, listen, if they're flagging you, I need to remind you, no palabras malas, no bad words, right? Bots, etc. Honestly, half the time I kind of ignore them. But you know what? One day if I think about it, and I might hit you up beforehand, be like, hey, I'm looking for this sort of thing. I might hit you up beforehand and get some help on that for sure. So far, it hasn't been too big of a problem. It's like the same, not even the same person. It's always the same thing. Streamboo.com. It's like timeless disco web. Who knows? Totally fine. Yeah, I'm glad. Hey, you know what? But here's the thing. Like I said, I might hit you up on that offer. It's, what is it, like a Lion King? It's like, be prepared. I don't know how many of you like the actual cartoon version of Lion King. I love it, but I have to admit that song and like the whole, especially if you like World War II stuff, that song and the way that they did like the looking at the propaganda, the evilness of Scar and his lair and everything. That song and that set with him, that is straight up fire. Yeah, that song is horrifying. And that's the thing, though, is like they looked at old propaganda films in order to get like the Highness marching and everything. And the way that they set that up, even the song and the lyrics and stuff, it makes you very hesitant about the way certain things go in this world, right? So, It is one of those. It's like, yeah, they definitely knew when they were building that. They knew what their reference was, and they knew what they were creating. And it's in the theater. I remember it was terrifying to watch. But I will say, because that's oh my goodness, I can't remember the guy's name that plays Scar. It's I can see his face. I saw him in, was it the one of the oh man, the John McClane flicks. He plays the brother to Alan Rickman that comes in the third Die Hard, and that one that one's entertaining, but I can see his face, I can hear his voice, but I cannot remember his name off the top of my head. I'll think of it probably here in about 10 minutes. I keep wanting to say Michael Ironside. I know that's not who that is. Seems like it's Michael something, though. All right. So, building up on this portion right here, it looks like now we are building this out. So, we're building the wheelbase. We've got two of these flaps that come down. One and two. This one goes here. We get the two lights here. Now, these lights do not light up. So, this is the first time I'm seeing it where we've got two backing lights, and the backing lights don't actually light up like they normally would. Jeremy Irons, thank you. Thank you, Hallie. Thank you. Yep, Jeremy Irons. Pretty good actor. Pretty good actor. Gets typecasted a lot, especially as a bad guy, which makes sense. All right, so that goes there. We are not going to be doing a light kit for it, which seems kind of weird, but it'll be fine. I digress. We don't need it, I guess. We just need the front lights. And then, of course, we got lights up in the cabinet. So it makes me think that probably they couldn't get the light kit on there because it's, if you're running LEDs and you're thinking about how much power is in each. Because red LEDs, I believe, take less voltage than others. However, I know that you can only do so many. So if you've got 4 white LEDs, and I'm trying to remember how many ohms that they run at a time. I can't do the math right now. I'm sweating bullets. But essentially, they've got 4 on one run, and you've got, these batteries are about 1.5, so 3 volts total, if I remember correctly. So if it's 3 volts, you only have 3 volts to play with. There's not a lot for extra power. So that being said, I think the lights inside make much more sense, probably much more needed than me wanting to do lights on the back. Am I upset? Of course. Am I going to get over it? Never. But Lumibricks is not gonna, they're not gonna bend for me. That's okay. They don't have to. They don't have to. I actually sent them a bunch of stuff recently. Like I was asking them about some programs. Like there was one, I sent it out because I'm on an affiliate program with them. And so I sent them one thing saying, I was like, hey, have you guys thought about doing like custom figures for like creators online and doing figures that people could buy that look like them, things like that. And so, you know, they're like, hey, I think that's a really good idea, and sent that off. And then I sent them some other things about doing some beta sets, like smaller sets, because we've got that huge traveling circus. And I think it might have been JD Brick Builder and I were talking about it. And it was like the idea that's like, if we had like some smaller sets that are more like entry sets for people, they might be more apt to buy some of the sets. Because right now they got these big sets, and granted they're priced correctly. You know, $100 for the Midnight Haunted Mansion, or $129. I got mine for $77. I got on Amazon for really cheap. But the idea is that it's like, if we had some sets that were around the 20, 30, maybe 40 tops dollar range, that might get more people interested in some of these other sets that they might not normally have. And right now I've got all the smaller sets, and so there's a part of me that kind of wants, hey, I need some other stuff. So I had sent out a mention about doing like because it's the Old West Traveling Circus. I was like, what if we had a set where it was like a lion taming cage, or like a lion cage? So it's like an actual, almost like a train cart on wagon wheels. It's got the bars. You could have the kit that's got like a little like flashing LED with like 2 torches on the outside. It comes with like a lion tamer sort of guy that's got like a whip or something. It's got some sort of petticoat fancy stuff. You could even do like the fabric petticoat underneath the body so it hangs down. And I sent that out. Now they're all out on vacation right now because it's a Chinese holiday. But I'm hoping that they'll get it and be like, you know what, that's not a bad call. I think for me the idea is I want to keep getting Lumibricks sets, but there's a point when I can't afford certain sets, and some of the big sets at this point I have nowhere to put them. So it's like I would build them, and I gotta take them apart and just shove them in a box, put them away, and can't do anything with it. And as much as I like the rebuild aspect of things, I also like to get to display these amazing builds that I've done. And if I have nowhere to put it, because it's so oversized, I get kind of bummed out. You know, I was actually looking at, so there's some city stuff. There's a couple of the oh my goodness, it's a couple of the city sets. It's got like a newsstand that I was looking at, and there's also, see, the newsstand. There's like a dance corner, underground dance corner. It's kind of funny. The chili dog stand, and there's also, there's like a steampunk one that I was looking at, but I was like, I don't really have any of the steampunk stuff. I've got one steampunk figure from Lego, and I bought 2. I've got one that's just a Lego-fied one from the wave of the minifigs. And then I have the other, I took out the hand, got rid of the yellow, replaced the head, gave him a bowler hat, and made him a bad guy with a robotic arm from my Wild West stuff. So kind of thinking about like was it the Wild West stuff with Will Smith and the other guy, I can't remember his name either. He's the one that he reminds me of clothing, Hilfiger, but it's not Hilfiger. Okay. All right, so this time we are, let's see, what are we building? We've got 2 of these, 1, 2. I should have 2 of these 90s. Yeah, they're right here. Now this is going to go right into there, so it's going to help solidify that. And these are going to go on the end. And I like these colors for the carpentry van. I think they're kind of fun. It'd be cool, like, especially for city stuff, to get more like working vans and things like that. I'd like to see some more. It moves forward like that. It's going to go here. And these are going to be our front headlight areas, so I have a feeling we'll be running the wires up through to this here in a minute. Let's see. All right. Yep. So here we go. We're in our wire and build section. So we've got this here, and we need this brick right here. We've already tested it, so we know that it is currently working. Am I correct on that? Yes, I am correct. We've already tested it. But okay, this has us check it. We've already checked it. Okay, so at this point, we need to just actually do the wires. Now, these actually come, and the adhesive on it is actually pretty good. So we're going to go backwards here. Nope, we got it. Might actually have to use a tool for that. There we go. I tend to cut my fingernails short because long fingernails bother me. It bothers me like getting stuff underneath my fingernails. And the thing is oftentimes I need fingernails, but I can't handle having it on. And it's kind of a texture feeling thing. And I'm working on it. I say I'm working on it because at this point I've been working on my arachnophobia, trying to get that fixed. I've been working on, forever I couldn't have a mustache because I couldn't have anything on my lip, and now I'm starting to get used to it. So I'm trying some new things in my life, seeing how things work out, seeing if I can make myself a whole new man, as you might say, or a whole new old kind of man. There we go. All right. And this is going to run backwards here. Okie dokie. I'm making sure that, I've got some people messaging me on Facebook, but I haven't looked quite to see what it was. Okay. How are we doing over here? So right now I am working on the, someone asked, they've got the carpentry van from Funhole/Lumibricks. I am trying to get that built. I am not allowed to do the Midnight Haunted Mansion yet. That one, it came in yesterday, and I really wanted to open it up and check out the book and kind of play for a little bit, and I was told no. So it's not technically your birthday. You cannot do it. Cannot do it. So you're gonna have to wait. And I'm like, all right, well, I want to build something today, so because I'm sick, I'm at home, so I'm like, I need to do something. So I decided I'm gonna pull out this Lumibricks set, build it, and eventually this is gonna be parked outside of the Midnight Haunted Mansion. Like he's been working on it when our generic Ghostbusters show up. So that's what I'm gonna work on today. Let's see, Hallie. Okay, you're gonna be right back. But so here for the discussion. Thank you. Hey, you take care. You do what you need to do.